The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepareth a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, kadama we groma beate la e. Oh, how good and how pleasant it is for Jaja people to come together and live together in unity. It's like a precious ointment coming down upon the head all the way down the beard, and to the head of Aaron all the way down his beard and down his garment. The Lord God Jah loveth everybody and giveth everybody a gift of life. And I give thanks. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High Jah shall therein abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I give thanks. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodam, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Abandon all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. In the aftermath, they produce food. And this food, ironically, is not even enjoyed or used by the black pot. Neither is it used by the ingredients. It is used by us, the eaters. Yet every time, the black pot and the ingredients will collaborate to be able to produce food when the need arises. My brother, my sister, what lesson can we derive from this? It's a lesson of selflessness. It's a lesson of generational thinking. It's a lesson of sacrifice. Any nation that is not ready to sacrifice for the next generation and for the betterment of the nation can never qualify to be called a nation. It's an empty box. Our nation must learn how to sacrifice. Generational thinking is good planning. Yes, we have it all. Should we use it all today? No. We use part and leave part for those on the way coming. How many of us will make the world better for the next generation to come? How many of us have used hotel rooms before? Most hotels will write, please leave this place the same way that you saw it. Or better still, leave the bathroom the way you would want to come and meet it another time. That's generational thinking. Some people say, oh, because we paid to use the hotel, we will keep it nasty. After all, we've paid somebody to come clean it. This is not generational thinking. My brother, my sister, generational thinking simply means we have it all. We have the chance to use it all, but we shall use it with so much common sense and reserve the rest for those on the way coming. Generational thinking does not believe in, oh, let's only think about today, tomorrow shall take care of itself. That is not right. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much, and this is what this show is all about, generational thinking. This show is talking about sacrifice. It's also talking about sacrifice. Oh yes, generational thinking. Oh yes, and at the same time, it's also talking about patriotism. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And I'm most excited to be with you. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Blakk Empire Media. Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Please be part of this. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that now. And click on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be notified to watch it. And remember to share the broadcast. Send your comments coming in, like the page, and make the comments flow. We shall read your messages in 2 tranches. And, of course, we are happy to be with you. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. Now, how many of us want to travel on holiday? Which country do you want to go to? Do you know? Or do you want us to suggest that to you? You want to go to Tanzania. You want to go to America. Maybe you want to go to Kenya. Maybe you want to even go to Germany. Maybe you want to go to Zanzibar. Maybe you want to go to Australia. Prudie Workforce is here. And Prudie Workforce is inviting you to come over. They will make your holiday easy. They will get you the visa. They will get you the plane ticket. And at the same time, they will get you accommodation. They will make sure they get you a job there. So that whilst you are working, you can use the money to finance your holiday and you will not be stranded. Remember not to overstay your visa. Remember not to spend all your money out there. Remember to come home and invest so that generations would benefit from this investment. Now, all you need is a photocopy of the bio page of your passport, and then a passport size photograph, and then you add your bank statement. It doesn't matter how much you have in the bank statement. It could even be 1 cedi or 0. It's just a document that is needed. Now, when you have these things, call Prudie Workforce and you'll be told what to do in order to be able to travel. Now, it is an authentic outfit that is located right there inside Medina, next to the EcoBank, inside the taxi rank area. My brother, my sister, their numbers are rolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and speak with them. And please take time to go and see the office. Make sure that you understand everything correctly before you commit. That is what it is. My brother, my sister, it is Prudie Workforce. And remember, when you travel out, you must have a certain skill or profession or job in order to get employment. Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you a teacher? Are you a driver? Are you a welder? Are you an electrician? Maybe you are a mechanic. Maybe you are a bricklayer. Maybe you are a roofer. Maybe you are even a cleaner. No problem. Call Prudie Workforce and make sure that you are part of this wonderful movement. It is a Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Come here, my youth. Now, today, as usual, we have 5 powerful stories to share with you. And it's going to last 60 minutes and we are done. My brother, my sister, it's the Blakk Pot. Number 1, watch the lead story. Woo! And it says what? BAWUMIA finally finds way to kill ghosts. Wow. So BAWUMIA has become a ghost killer right now. That's interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, this is the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. He is nursing the ambition of becoming the next president of the Republic of Ghana. And I've made it clear, if this man becomes president, I will leave this country for you so that you can stay here and do whatever you want to do. It means that you are numb to pain and you are numb to wickedness and selfishness. Now, the government of this man, led by Nana Akufo-Addo, is a government that has no respect for the ordinary Ghanaian worker. In fact, the people of Ghana have lost interest in this party. These are the people who have made the worst of politicians mean nothing to the people of this country. Constant lies. Lies upon lies. Promises that never came to pass. Even those who had so much faith in this government have all lost it. My brother, my sister, we are not partisan. And we have said it from then up till now. We don't wear political colors. It's all about Ghana, and nobody is bigger than the truth. BAWUMIA is saying something that is interesting, and I want to share that with you. Run it, my youth. BAWUMIA rolls out policy to eliminate ghost names in payroll system. Is it not interesting? That's what BAWUMIA is saying. Bring the headline again. Watch the headline well. BAWUMIA rolls out policy to eliminate ghost names in payroll system. Ghost names. What are ghost names? They are names of people who are not deserving in a certain payroll. And these ghosts or these names take money. They are names of non-existent people. They could be names of existing people, but those people have nothing, absolutely no connection with whatever outfit is paying them. For instance, if you have a company A, government company, and it's working and paying workers, now the manager can decide to put in his 2-year-old daughter's name in there, his 5-year-old son's name there, his grandfather who was retired 20 years ago, his name in there, and this money is going to be taken time after time. These are ghost names. Run the story, my youth. Watch it. Now, watch the story, my youth. It says, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA has announced the rollout of a new policy by the government to streamline the government's payroll. Now, the new policy will ensure that all government workers link their Ghana card details to the payroll. Speaking at the launch of the National Mechanized Payroll Database of the Controller and Accountant General's Department in Accra on Wednesday, Dr. BAWUMIA said the government's payroll would be purged of ghost names soon. Now, the linkage between the NIA database and the government payroll will significantly contribute to eliminating the incidence of ghost names on the government of Ghana's mechanized payroll system, which has persisted for some time now. Dash it away. My brother, this man wants to be president. He's been vice president for 7 years. He couldn't find a way of killing all the ghosts on the payroll. All of a sudden, now that he wants to be president, he has found a way. They say better late than never. Yes, we are happy that finally ghost names will be taken out. This is not the first time Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA is talking about removing ghost names from the payroll. This is not the first time we are having this promise. The last time we heard about ghost names, we were told that there were no ghost names anymore. Today, we are told that there are still ghost names. What is the assurance that after this linkage, all the ghosts will be relegated to the cemetery and their shallow graves, and we will never see them again, as long as corruption remains key? And the government of the Republic of Ghana is busy enough clearing all these criminals and alleged thieves. My brother, my sister, it's terrible for us to be able to put a finger on this. Now, the government of Ghana, led by Nana Akufo-Addo, has been criticized time and again in its role as a clearing agent. We all saw how Cecilia Dapa kept so much millions of American dollars and Ghana cedis under her bed and in some cabinets in her room. And part of the money was stolen by 2 house helps. And when the office of the special prosecutor went in to investigate this, the president, in a prima facie statement, undermined the investigation and said that Cecilia Dapa will come clean, and that she's an honest woman and a loyal woman who will never go down in that investigation. President of the Republic, who says he's busily trying to fight corruption, and that corruption will be a thing of the past. We all remember how Martin Amidu, the first special prosecutor, came out and labeled this president as the mother serpent of corruption. My brother, remember that there is a president and his assistant. His assistant is known as the vice president. The vice president is called Mahamudu BAWUMIA. Today I read something in the newspapers, and it said that in Mahamudu BAWUMIA's governance as president of the Republic of Ghana, after the election, should he win, he, and the word is he, not he will, he would make sure that square pegs are not put in round holes as appointments. And I looked at it and I'm like, wow. So Mahamudu BAWUMIA is aware that his boss is fielding unqualified players to play for the diadem, the laurels. My brother, my sister. He's aware that square pegs are being pushed into round holes in this government. Why couldn't he say it? All the presidential aspirants from the side of the NPP all had one message, and that they needed change. They were preaching change. Change from where and from what? Nana Akufo-Addo, even at a point, he was not happy about how people were saying, change, change. We are preaching change. Because he felt that he was doing well. The bootlickers around him all told him that he was doing well and that he was well clothed when he was actually naked. No wonder the Speaker of Parliament described him as the naked president, or the limping majority in Parliament. It's all two in one. My brother, my sister, are the ghosts going to be relegated to the cemetery? How are we going to do it? Why did it take them so long, all these years, to encourage more ghosts on the payroll? And it's now that they think that they have the answer. Again, I will say, better late than never. I pray that it comes to pass, and I pray that it works. It's the Blakk Pot. Come here. Now the next thing we're going to look at, and we're going to be very swift with this, says, watch this. WANNABE Ghana MP steals cash for campaign. And this is from the OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Somebody wants to be MP. He is in a government office, right? And appointed by the president. Money that is supposed to be used for his outfit, according to the OSP, is being used to finance his campaign as the MP to be. This is the man. He's called Kofi Ofosu Nkansa. Now let's just look at the merit of the story. Is it true? Is it false? Come along, come here, my youth. My God. Hey! And this is from City Newsroom, one of the most credible sites that we have. Kofi Nkansa was arrested for allegedly funding campaign with NEIP cash. So if you are funding your campaign with the NEIP cash, what does it mean? What is the NIEP or NEIP? What is it? Run it, my youth. Watch this. City Newsroom understands that the Office of the Special Prosecutor is investigating the Chief Executive Officer of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. That is NEIP. Should I take it again? Yes. The what? The National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP. Kofi Nkansa, he is the Chief Executive Officer and is the what? National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, for allegedly using his outfit's funds to finance his personal political campaign. This information was disclosed by City News sources at the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Listen, this information was disclosed by City News sources at the Office of the Special Prosecutor. So this is authentic, right? Mr. Ofosu Nkansa is seeking to be the new Patriotic Party's parliamentary aspirant in the Ashanti-Achim Central Constituency. My God. He is contesting against the incumbent member of parliament, Kwame Anyimadu Entry. And when you read further, it says, Mr. Ofosu Mensah was arrested by the Office of the Special Prosecutor on Wednesday. That's yesterday, January 10, 2024. Initial reports had suggested that the arrest was linked to his alleged distribution of money to the MPP delegates ahead of the parliamentary primaries on January 27. City News has also gathered that Mr. Nkanse's office was searched by officials from the OSP on Wednesday. Felix Amachi, the new Patriotic Party's Asante Achim Central Constituency Secretary, had in an eyewitness news interview on City FM accused the Asante Achim Central MP of reporting the NEIP CEO to the OSP, a claim that the latter vehemently denied. I have no clue about what the secretary is alleging, and it is about time for us to do the elections. And the primaries are still around the corner. This is not a do or die affair. The secretary has taken sides with one of the contenders and has been speaking passionately. And there is pain in the constituency speaking to the delegates. That's it away. My brother, the NEIP is the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. It is a national program. Whatever money is in there is supposed to be used for the national agenda, not a personal campaign fund. The Office of the Special Prosecutor, according to City Newsroom, has arrested this man who is diverting money that is supposed to be used for Ghana into his own campaign. My brother, it's sad. Now the Office of the Special Prosecutor is investigating this. And my brother, my sister, the office is very, 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 very sure that there's something fishy in there. How many more people are stealing money from Ghana for their own personal use? How many people are going into politics and they can't go on a clean sheet? Imagine investigations come out finally and it said that this man actually stole the money and pushed that into his campaign. Would he be a good MP? How can you go into office on a note of thievery? But you'll be shocked that a lot more are doing that, just that they have not been caught. There are many people who deny the sick medicine and use the money for political campaigning. There are many people who deny Ghanaians their right only to use the chunk of money for their own whimsical political agenda. That is why patriotism is most important. Entrepreneurship. How far have we gone with that in Ghana? And yet, there is enough money to be diverted into politics. To God be the glory. We pray that as we move on, Ghanaians will come to learn a big lesson in patriotism. They will understand that if the money is Ghana's money, it has to be used for the people of Ghana. If there's a certain resource that has to be used for official purposes, you must strictly use that for official purposes. If you have a mobile phone and it's supposed to be used for official duty, you have no right to use that phone to call your girlfriend to talk about the next date that you have to go on. If there is an office car that you are supposed to use, my brother, you have no right to be on the road there and carry family members on a picnic in that car. It's wrong. Park the car, get your own personal car, and you can do your picnicking with the car. But if we were going to crack the whip on this terrible attitude, 99% of all Ghanaians who are in that position will fall foul to that. They see it as benefits of the office. Fuel that is even meant for office cars. Some people divert it into their personal cars. Some people even go and take money for fuel that they have not used. They change it into money and pocket it and tip all those fuel boys at the fuel filling station. When will the nation stand on a better footing? These are all aspects of corruption. Somebody tells you he doesn't steal office money. Yet the office phone, he uses it to do his own business. He uses the office stationery to do his own business. My brother, my sister, he uses office material as if they were his personal materials. We have to check all these things. If we see that as a bonus, then I'm sorry. It is also stealing. We got to check that out if our nation must stand on its 2 feet. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to fire, power. When we return, we have more, including your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Black pot. Coco show man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power, and my name Blakk Rasta. Next story, my youth. Oh, Ghana Water Company disconnects water to schools in KROBO. Schools in KROBO. Some people say KROBO. I love the KROBO people. When you go to so many areas, you will see them. Very wonderful people. And in some other areas, the KROBO people are a wonderful people. And when you go into their history, oh my God, very beautiful history. They are the people who do depot. Yes, my God. And when you attend those depot festivals and see the sumptuousness of the girls who come out there with their tomato breast to dance to these beautiful rhythms, my God, you would love Africa. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Depot. They are beautiful songs and their dances are spectacular. Tonya finoko na nile tonya 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 finoko na nile tonya 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 finoko na nile tonya tonya. Oh my God. These are the KROBO people of Ghana. Powerful and strong. Anytime I go to that area, I feel good. So why are they disconnecting water? The Ghana Water Company Limited. Why? It's now a company limited. It means that it's a shared government and private responsibility. Right? And some schools in the KROBO area have been denied water intentionally by the Ghana Water Company Limited. Hey! Ghana Water Company disconnects 5 senior high schools in KROBO district. Run it. Now the first school we want to see, second school we want to see, and want to find out exactly what the problem is. Hear this. Now the quest to access potable water has compelled students of some senior high schools across the country to queue for long periods of water. The situation is a result of a nationwide disconnection exercise undertaken by the Ghana Water Company Limited of the schools following their indebtedness to the service provider. Wow. In the KROBO district of the company, which covers Sojaman, Yellow KROBO, and Lower Manya KROBO, 6 schools were affected by the exercise. 6. They include the Yellow KROBO SHS, the KROBO Girls SHS, Enum Presby SHS, Enum Presby Vocational Institute, Bosso Senior High Technical, and the Akro senior high technical schools. However, KROBO Girls Senior High School has settled its debt of 590,000 Ghana cedis. Wow. Now the quest, my brother, my sister, is to be able to make sure that water that is used is paid for. That is why this disconnection exercise is going on, right? It was reported that the students of across Senior High Technical School had to form long queues to draw water from the only borehole serving the school community. My God. The school is said to owe about 700,000 Ghana cedis to Ghana Water Company Limited. Dash it away. My brother, I have been a student before and I'm still a student. I love studentship. I love learning. Why did Ghana Water Company Limited disconnect the school? Because they owed money. We all know how much wastage goes on in some of these schools. People come from different homes. Some of them, they drink water from wells, streams, and boreholes. So when they come and see tap water, they want to use it all, because when they return to their villages, they won't get tap water anymore. In the cities, there are so many different people who are coming from different areas. And tap water is a luxury to them. My brother, my sister. So when they see the water like this, a lot of them misuse it. Somebody can just open the tap whilst he's pasting, in other words, cleaning his teeth, and the tap is just running. Somebody is bathing under the shower. The shower is running, and he steps out of the water, and he's just using the sponge on his body whilst the water is still running, because they feel lazy to close it, and when they finish washing their body, they turn it on again and wash their bodies. We've seen all these things in the schools. There's a lot of wastage. But is that enough reason for these schools to be disconnected? Question number 2. Who is responsible for paying the water bills of these schools? They are all government schools. Why are they disconnected? Is the government owing, or is it the school that is owing? Is there a difference between the government's owing and the school owing? The third question is this. Did the water company alert the schools that by this time, if you do not pay your water bill, you will be disconnected? Was there enough warning time for the schools to sit up and deal with it? Now let me give you the solution. Come here. My brother, wastage will continue to be there until patriotism comes into play. When we were in school, we were taught civics. Did you study civics in school? Today they call it moral studies or whatever. Civics will make you civilized. My brother, you are told that water is precious. There are some people who live on the desert and they are not able to get water. They have to travel several kilometers and miles to be able to get a drop of water just to quench their thirst. And for that matter, they ration water. I was in America and I went to a restaurant with my professor, Professor Albion Mens. We went into the restaurant to eat, and it was serve yourself. I went and fetched a number of vegetables. Some of them I couldn't even find in Ghana. And I was happy to see them. And I fetched quite much because my appetite was very high at the time. I had seen it and I was so happy. And as a vegetarian, I couldn't find these vegetables in Ghana. I brought that up to my table. My professor quietly looked at my face. And I realized that he wanted to say something. But for respect's sake, he decided to cool it down and was watching me. I ate quickly to my fill and I left some of the vegetables in there because I was full. And then he asked me, have you finished eating? I said, oh yes, I'm satisfied. Then he asked me the next question. Why didn't you fetch enough so that at least you would not waste this? And then he pulled out a pamphlet that was on the table and showed me how much water is needed to plant one bulb of cabbage. That water that has been used to plant the cabbage, part of which you are wasting, could have been used by people in the desert. Now you have to think about this seriously. You are privileged to have this water. There are some people who are killing each other over the little water they have in their area. There are people who are starving, all because there's no water. Some people have to drink bad water and catch waterborne diseases. Now, our children and our students need to be taken through these lessons. That's patriotism. That is civility. So that when they go there and play football and their legs are dusty, they don't open the tap and just stretch their legs over the tap and they are talking, hey, Charlie, the ball, no, how the ball going fine. Hey, you see the guy way? And the water is on their leg. You won't see American children do that. You won't see British children do that. I've lived in Britain. I've lived in America. I've lived in some other places. They teach their children not to waste things. In our country, and I've said this before, you go to a restaurant that is supposed to be serve yourself, and you see people heap their bowls as if that's the last meal they are going to eat before they are buried in their graves. And a lot of them waste it. The food that is normally wasted at some of these serve yourself is more than the food that is even served there. And that is a hyperbole. It's a paradox. I am sad that they have to disconnect these people. I don't know how long it will take for them to be connected again. Now that Doomsaw is returning, I do not know. In fact, water in Ghana is quite inexpensive. The Ghana Water Company has subsidized the water in Ghana so much that at the end of the month, when you go to pay your water bill, it might just be some 12 cedis or 20 cedis. How much is that? Like $2. That's what it is. It's recently they decided to increase it because of galamsey, illegal mining, disturbing the water bodies, and they have to use more chemicals in order to treat this water. My son was going to school, and I had the shock of my life. Do you want to come? Come here. Watch this. When I went to TIM Secondary School, we drank water from the tap. There was nothing like sachet water. There was penyin di penyin. You know penyin di penyin? The one that they blew air into some plastic bag, like that. And then they filled it with water and tied it. And then they sold it in Kumasi KJTR market. It was there. But it was the rich that bought it. Bottled water was rare. We drank tap water and we were privileged to drink tap water. There were people who were drinking well water and some were drinking dam water, river water, and all other kinds of water. My son was going to school. And when I went to the school, in their prospectus, he was told that he needed to bring sachet water to the school. I said, how? Sachet water for what? And bottled water. They would drink that. I said, can't they drink from the tap? I said, drink what? Then the headmaster started to laugh. He said, bro, come. He's about 10 years older than me. He said, Charlie, it's not our days. The days when me and you were drinking from the tap. Today, if we try drinking from the tap, we will get coccidiosis. We will run diarrhea till we die. Then he asked me, but Blakk, do you drink tap water in your house? And then I started thinking, I have a borehole in my house. It's purified. It passes through whatever, and we drink it. Sometimes we drink bottled water too. Other times sachet water. But we don't discriminate. We normally use this. He said, no. Don't drink it anymore. But the Ghana Water Company Limited says it's safe to drink. But go and see the boss himself if he's drinking the water he says is safe. It was there reality dawned on me. Please, is it the government who is supposed to pay for the water? Pay. Don't let the children go and drink dirty water anywhere because they have closed the taps. Number 2, teach them civics in school. Patriotism. Take time to teach them how to deal with electricity. They shouldn't waste power and they shouldn't also waste water. It's important. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot. Coco show man.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we drink. Did I say where we drink? Yes, we drink the word from the well of truth. Hallelujah. I'm just befuddled. When we went on that short break, I was asking the people here, when they were in school, were they drinking? Say, yes, some of them, they had water brought to them in school, and some were drinking from the tap. Today, nobody drinks from the tap. Like in England, hardly would you find people drinking from the tap. They use bottled water and all that. My brother, what are we doing to ourselves? We are polluting the water, and then we run after chemicals to clean out the water again to poison ourselves. And even that we run away from and go after bottled water. And the bottled water is coming from the springs in the bush. Every school in Ghana should build boreholes. In fact, unless you can't find water in the school, one at the girls' dormitory and one at the boys' dormitory. And if it is only boys or girls' school, you dig 2. If you can't find water there, the closest place you can find water, you need to dig that. And put filters in there so people can drink that. Or else, water is going to be more expensive than petrol. I hear that is what is even happening right now. Why? The most important liquid in the world. And is this expensive? It will come to a time people will start dying because they can't afford water. And the rich will be rationing water themselves. I pray that time never comes. Please, let's save the environment. From the day Professor Albion Mens told me about the vegetables, anytime I go anywhere, I go and serve a little bit. When I finish eating, I go for another. Not in Ghana. You fetch small and come and sit down. Before you go, it's all finished. Because greedy people would heap their bowls. So when you go, you heap your bowl too, and then you waste it. So you see, my brother, we have a long way to go, right? But a long journey begins with just one step. Next, watch this. And come here, my youth. Oh, my God. One any boy says, good evening, Blakk, welcome. Fix Gerald. Anand says, hi. And Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. Woyo. Frank Ama says, listening to wisdom. I am watching from NYC. Timothy Zure, I am watching you live from WA. My greetings to you And Jah be with you, my brother. Respect. Stephen Banda says, my king, welcome. Thank God it's Thursday. Welcome, my king. My greetings to you and your crew. Wayoy. Two questions says, greetings. The voice of the voiceless is another beautiful day. Ghana is proud of you. What day? Adam says, hey, respect, Blakk Rasta. I trust you are doing well. Keep the fire burning. And Stephen Banda says, my son says to me, Dada, it is Blakk Rasta. And I'm happy always listening to you. And he is listening and watching you with me. Thanks, Blakk. And God bless you, my king. Respect to your son, Stephen Banda. May he grow to become a very patriotic citizen of our nation and beyond. Guidance. Wade Adams says, Blakk Rasta, please try to check out with the Prudi workforce, because I realize some people in the comment section are saying they have been to the office, but it's not as they advertised. Well, I checked them up yesterday and I checked them up early this morning again. So I really do not know what it is. The office is working 100%. So give me details. What really is happening? You went there and there was nobody there, or you went there and the receptionist was sleeping, or you went there and nothing was happening? Give me details. And one of these days, we might have to bring the head here and then have a conversation with them. If I am not satisfied, I will not put it on, my brother. Yeah? All right, so that's what it is. What the Adam says, I am calling onto your attention because of your credibility and integrity, love and respect. Yes, I understand that, what the Adams, and I'm so grateful that you have done that and you are doing. In fact, some army people even called me yesterday. Yeah, you've been advertising this thing. We are interested in that. I said, I'm happy that army people are interested in it. Check them out, and whatever it is, get back to me. They went there, did their business, and came back. And then when I called them after, what was it like? Say, yeah, yes, we worked and we are waiting to see how it goes. They didn't say anything. I'm glad army people and the police people would also join soon. And you know what it is? If it is not right, army people will take action. Police people will take action. But I'm keeping my ear to the ground. Tomorrow I'll go there and try and, video up the whole place and then come and put it there so that you will see what the place looks like. I think that will make sense, right? All right, man. So Stephen Banda says, I just called my South African friend to listen to you and that you are live online, and he is so happy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Stephen Banda. We need to do that. Get more people to watch this. Now, Jennifer Asukamami. Wow. I hope I pronounce it right. I like those names. Good evening, Blakk Rasta. Today is another beautiful day to hear the truth. God bless you, Blakk Rasta, and bless you too, Miss Asukamami. Yes, Asukamami. I like that. Stephen Banda says, come here, run the show. Wayo. Gosway Jata says, Blakk Rasta waiting for you live in Kumasi. Come here. Wayo. Francis Ampim says, to Jah be the glory. No one is bigger than the truth. Wayo. Wanini Boy says, Blakk, I don't only listen to your shows. I love your music too, especially Machapsima. And that's my favorite song. Tomorrow, please play it on radio. And every time you are on radio, play it for me. Well, Machapsima. Oh, nang ma bye bye, Machapsima. Oh, chankachema. Oh, nang ma bye bye. Bye bye, nambo bye bye mongo. Bye bye, oh, shuri chankachema. Yeah, I get very emotional every time I sing that tune, you know. Danny Mens says they didn't arrest him. The incumbent gave him up. I wish he could give up the others and himself. I like that. You're talking about the MP, right? All right. To God be the glory. We'll keep our ears to the ground and we'll report nothing but the truth. No malice and no ill feelings, you know. Run the ready by youth. All right, so we have about 10 minutes more to go and we'll be gone around that time. Black Stars arrived in Abidjan in style. Remember yesterday we talked about how they dressed. You saw them nice like Wulome, in the white and also the chow chow. It was so nice. It started right here in Ghana. And then they got to the airport. Oh gosh. And then they displayed the Ghana flag right in front of Air Cote d'Ivoire. I wish that the Air Cote d'Ivoire was the Ghana Airways. Oh my God. Imagine they were standing in front of this, flying the national flag in the air, 120,000 feet above sea level. Jesus have mercy. But no, corruption killed the Ghana Airways. That's it. Corruption has turned it into scrap material. It's sad. But the Black Stars decided to dress cultural. And I was praising them so much. Remember yesterday we said, who gave them the idea to dress nicely and traditionally like this? I had goose pimples all over me. But I have the answer now. They arrived in La Côte d'Ivoire. Oh my God. King, 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 king. Obo, that was the sound that was being heard. King, 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 king. Right at the airport, the Felix Houphouët-Boigny airport. Ghanaians had come together all the way from Kumasi, where I played a few weeks back. Oh my God. And when the Ghanaian team arrived in the bright kente, you could see outside there action already boiling. Oh my God. The Ghanaian team had arrived. King, 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 haba. King, 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 obo, obo, obo. Oh my God. Oh, what a beautiful representation. And even in Ghana, my brother, my sister, before they boarded the plane, it was still Adwa. They were done. Look at the Ghanaian dancers in the Ivory Coast. And look at how the captain Dede Ayew had to flex with his French. My God, it's a show of tradition. The power and energy of our ancestors. Did you see those two people on top of the building? Oh my God. Anywhere Ghana goes. And look at Richard Kingston. Oh God. And the coach himself. He's wearing his kente. This is the captain of the side. His wife is Ivorian. And messages coming in. Wonderful. His wife, called Yvonne, right? Yvonne, the day Ayew's wife, is rooting for Ghana, not the Ivory Coast, to win the cup. She wants the husband to be able to lift the trophy for the first time. My brother, my sister, we wish the Black Stars all the best. They are playing on Saturday. They are going to wallop whichever side they are going to play. But interestingly, you know that every country that came represented traditionally. So it wasn't only Ghana that did that. So it's this event that decided that every country should represent its country's traditional values. I like the way these Ivorians have done it. It means if it wasn't from above, that everybody should dress traditionally. Nigeria, Tanzania, and all those countries should dress traditionally. Ghanaians would have still worn their Gucci and Gabbana and flexed with their necklaces and gold and diamond and all that. This is beautiful. I think we should continue doing that. The Ivory Coast has opened our eyes. Even though the founder, the first president, Houphouët-Boigny, was against the Organization of African Unity, at least Alassane Ouattara's government has been able to push so that everybody will represent his country on arrival in the Ivory Coast. For me, it's a plus. What do you think? Some of them were uncomfortable wearing this. Some were saying, hey, my bre, when you watch the whole video, my bre, hey, I show hop out, you know, things like that. But that is tradition. It's beautiful. Look at the day are you there. He looked like Kwame Nkrumah on the day of independence, right? Oh my God. Ghana, go and win and come. Our team is not the best, but it can be the best. By hook or crook, we shall do something. Do you believe Ghana can do something? I know you say yes. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Black Stars. Oh, you all are done. Go and do the needful and come home. Final story and we are done. And this one, Cheddar cries foul over cash. This is Nana Kwame Pediakun Cheddar, the man who wants to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. He says, vote him as president. My brother, he has said something that is sad. He says, why refund 10K when I paid 30K for Black Star Square? Cheddar axis government. Who pocketed Cheddar's 20,000? I know Cheddar will come after you. If he dashes you the money, fine. But if you go do a wagadrill, one city self, if you run, enter hole inside, will follow you, come out in money. Cheddar. We pay 30,000 Ghana cedis for Independence Square, but presidency records show 10,000. Cheddar, you know what? It's e-levy and VAT. You are playing with Nana Akufo-Addo. My God. So this is how lowly our country has descended. If what Cheddar is saying is the correct thing. Or maybe the guy who took the 30,000 told Cheddar it was 30,000, but he went to pay 10,000. So there are so many different reasons they could have had 10,000. But it would have been good for Cheddar to show us the receipt for the 30,000, right? If Cheddar had put out the receipt, that this is the receipt they gave to us for 30,000. Why are they refunding only 10,000 to us? Then we can follow it up as very authentic. But as it stands right now, it's your word against their word. Shall we see the receipt? But Ghana can do what Cheddar is saying. Please return Cheddar's money. Please return his 20K. Or else we are in trouble. Please return Cheddar's money, I said. It's the Black Port, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. We shall follow up on this story and bring more. Come here. Yes. Time now to go. And let's see the last messages as we pack bag and baggage and leave. All right, so Charles Bandari says, I have started watching you, brother. Expose them, say. Thank you, Charles Bandari. And get more people to also watch, right? Sufyan Suleimana says, greetings, my godfather. I'm watching you live. Well, 2 questions says, God save Ghana, my happy home. I sometimes give up when I see some of the comments people pass, amassing great support for the misleaders, calling themselves leaders. Musa Jawad, Blakk is back on the topics. Musa Jawad says, Blakk, some MPs are really working hard, I must admit. Musa Jawad also says, lawyer ABIDJAN MP Damongu constituency had promised and he's delivered, except our water system. I think he must be acknowledged by you to help keep up the good work he's been doing. Well, I'm glad to hear that some MPs are working hard and they are doing well. We'll get in contact with ABIDJAN and then find out what he has exactly done, and then we'll bring you the information, right? That's what it is. Olivius Nwinzi says, hello, Black Rasta. My sister said, if I want to be taken serious, I should not talk about national issues with emotions and passion. I'm confused. Your sister only is trying to give up. But don't listen to that. You must speak with emotion. It's passion. If you are not passionate about your country, what are you going to be passionate about? Football club, Manchester United, or betting? What? Be passionate. It will change. The nation will get better. Niama Johnson says, always on point, Mr. Blakk. Tahiru Faisal says, Blakk, the way I drank from the tap during my time in Kwanyakun Senior High Technical School, you drank from the tap. Some of us used to open our mouth and the water will be descending into our buccal cavity. Bufu, then it will go down your ton. It's a black pot, aka Kukushonamu, where we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Please continue to hold on to the reins of Ghana. Do not lose interest in Ghana. Do not lose courage. Do not lose respect for Ghana. And do not lose hope in Ghana. Ghana is going to rise again, my brother. With you and with us, there's a new generation coming up that is coming up with fire. All the dead minds are going down one after the other. Ghana shall rise again. Hey! Whoa!